In this lecture, I will discuss the elbow pathology, that is the golfer elbow. The condition that causes pain in the medial side of the elbow known as medial epicondylitis. When inflammation of the medial epicondyle, we called it medial epicondylitis. In the tennis elbow, supinators, elbow, forearm supinators and wrist extensors become tight, and in the golfer elbow there is tightness of the pronators and wrist flexors. This is very important according to MCQ's point of view. This is the definition of the golfer elbow, and the test we will see the physiotherapy test to diagnose medial epicondylitis is the medial epicondylitis test 1. In this test, palpate the medial epicondyle, flex the elbow to the 90 degrees, supinate the forearm. Then extend the wrist, extend the elbow fully. Pain at the medial epicondyle is the positive sign of medial epicondylitis. This is the picture for this test. Second test, we have the medial epicondylitis test 2. In this test, stabilize the arm in a table, ask the patient to make a fist, plus supinate the forearm, flex the wrist, give some resistance. The second test, we give some resistance. In the tennis elbow, in the Cozen test, we give resistance, and in this test, medial epicondylitis test 2, we give resistance. If the patient feel pain in the medial epicondyle, then this is the positive sign of medial epicondylitis. There is a rehabilitation that we will discuss with our most important point of focus. At phase 1, 0 to 3 weeks, we have the goal to prevent the recurrence and reduce the pain and inflammation as same as the lateral epicondylitis. Immobilization, we use splints along with counterforce. Golfer elbow band is fitted for continual basis as same as the lateral epicondylitis. Intervention, what we do, manual massage is recommended for 5 minutes, 2 sessions per week, 2 sessions per day. We do icing for 15 minutes 2 to 3 times a day. Because we have its acute phase. Patient education and activity modification is very important. This is golfer elbow and tennis elbow is more present in the athletes. So in the acute phase, we have to do the icing. In the acute phase, 0 to 3 weeks, we do intervention, icing, patient education and activity modification, and the manual massage is very important. It is very important to review the list of activities and movements that aggravate patient pain. Patient should be instructed in lifting objects with the palm up as opposed to grasping when patient grabs object with the palm down. In the phase 2, it's of 3 weeks. Goal is to restore flexibility through active stretching exercises, same as lateral epicondylitis, in where at phase 2 we do stretching exercises. In this, we also go for stretching exercises once per day for 3 to 5 repetitions, 30-second hold. This is the picture you can see. In the phase 3, it's of 4 to 6 weeks. The goal in this phase is to do passive stretching. Strengthening exercises also initiated. The frequency every day for 2 to 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions each. In the lateral epicondylitis, we do wrist extension exercises. In this, we go for wrist flexion with dumbbells or band. This is the phase 3. And the fourth phase, 6+ weeks, the goal is to do advanced strengthening exercises. Intervention, strengthening, frequency every day for 2 to 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetition each. Finger stretching very important, forearm pronation and wrist flexion. In the tennis elbow, we stretch the supinators and wrist extensors, and in the golfer elbow we do forearm pronation stretch, strengthening of forearm pronators and wrist flexors. This is very important. Always remember these points. And this is the question of the day. Name of any one test to diagnose the tennis and the golfer elbow. It is very important. Write the answer in the comment. Thank you.